here's why you don't want to quit your job and be a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home wife. Number one, as a woman, you should never, ever, ever, if you don't remember or take anything out of this video, take this part, you never want to be 100% financially reliant on a man. Never, never, never. Because when that happens, believe it or not, you have already lost your power in that marriage. When you're financially dependent on a man, now it takes away your power. You may feel empowered because, well, I'm the house manager. I mean, whatever makes you feel better, because that's not even a real title, honestly. You may feel like, oh yeah, I'm the one who runs the household. But if you don't have the purse strings, you don't have any power in that house. That man will always know in the back of his head that you're financially dependent on him. And because he knows that you can't do anything in regards to money, if he's not a good man, he's not going to treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. And yes, being a stay-at-home mom is a lot of work. I understand that. But when a man comes home and he knows that all you've been doing is sitting at home, he doesn't understand that the household stuff is work. All he knows is that you're not bringing in a check and he's bringing in a check. So he's gonna expect you to do a lot more because you've been home all day. And also, you don't want to be in a situation that if your life is in danger and you have to leave, you feel stuck because you don't have money and you can't go anywhere. There are too many women out here who are stuck in miserable relationships because their man makes all the money, and if they leave now, they have nowhere to go. Having your own money gives you freedom and peace of mind. If a man were to slap you today or to do something crazy, you don't have to be like, oh my God, I want to leave, but where am I gonna go? I don't have money. I can start all over on my own. I don't know. If you have your own money, you can get up and you can leave because you don't depend on him for your livelihood. And if things don't work out, you will be able to survive on your own. There are too many women out here, too many, where, they talk about the crazy things that happen in their relationship and they can't leave because they have no money and they have nowhere to go. And they don't have any valuable professional skills to even get a good job that can support them because they've been out of the job field for so long. Never be 100% financially dependent on a man. Why do you think that whenever the need arises for a partner in the relationship to stay at home, the men will always want the women to stay at home? If it's such an important thing and it needs to be done and it's important, why can't the man stay at home and be a stay-at-home dad while the wife go and work? Nowadays, women can bring as much money as men do. The reason why a man would never stay at home is because he loses his power. He knows that. Whoever has the purse strings holds the power. Get your own money, get your own coins. Because you will have more freedom and you have more peace of mind when you have your own money. And if something crazy happens, you can dip if you want to. Reason number 2, if your partner decides to leave you today, what are you going to do? Your partner can get up and decide that he don't want to be with you. Remember this movie, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, that Medea movie? This woman, 16 years. She lived with this man, built him up, helped him to build up his career, took care of the household, all that kind of stuff. Because women think that doing all this is what you're supposed to be doing as a wife. And when you do this for a man, you build him up, you put your life on hold for a man that he's going to appreciate you. Let me tell you, many times when the man gets to the point where he wants to be, he leaves the woman who helped him get him there and gets another woman. You know why? When he sees you, it reminds him of where he's coming from, that broke guy. It's supposed to be a positive thing to have a woman by yourself who stood by you through thick and thin. But the reality is not what we see. a lot of times, these women will stick by this man, help him build up his career, help him build up his goals, everything that he wants to do. And then when they get to where they're going, they dump that woman and actually take the type of woman that they actually wanted to be with in the first place. So you don't want to be financially reliant on a man for years and years and years. You're not making your own money. You don't have your own savings. One day he gets up and he leaves. What are you gonna do? That movie, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, her husband threw her out of the house.
There's no easy way to say this. It's over.
Oh,
No?
no! You put me out of the house.
Husband of 16 years. Did you think that she was gonna wake up one day and think that her man, was gonna do that to her? She had nowhere to go. She had to go back to the hood and live with her grandma. She was one of those bougie rich women because she had a rich husband. And now she went from that bougie girl to working at like one of those McDonald's type restaurants because she had no valuable professional skills. She had to start over. So in situations like that, if the man decides he wants a divorce or he wants to leave you, what are you gonna do? And because he's the one making the money, he can hire a good lawyer to protect all his assets. You're not making no money. So, the type of lawyer that you're gonna get is, I don't know. You always have to protect yourself because yeah, your husband is wonderful and he's the best guy in the world and he would never do that to me. But life has a way of changing people. He's an angel now. You don't know what's going to happen 5 years from now that he's gonna become a devil. You don't know. People change. People always change. If he gets up and he leaves you, there goes all your money. There goes your house. There goes your livelihood. You're gonna have to start over. Number 3, which is kind of connected to number 2. You may have a good man and he will never leave you in a million years and he'll stand by you through whatever, But we don't live in a perfect world. What happens if A, he gets fired, or he gets into a horrible accident and he's disabled and he can no longer work, or worse, he dies and he was the sole breadwinner of the family? It's going to be difficult. You will not be able to live the same type of life that you used to have because number 1, you have not worked in how many years? The job that you're going to get is going to be minimum wage job. No, employers are not going to look at that huge gap on your resume and go, you know what? Let's just pick up from where you left off. No. Why should they hire you when they're younger, fresher, millennials, Gen Zs that are coming up? They have better skills than you do and they've been in the workforce while you were at home playing nanny to your children and house manager. But had you been working and you had some money coming in and you have been in the career or the job field for years and you've progressed, you had promotions and salary increases and stuff like that, and you have good money coming in, you will not feel the weight or the burden as much. We should not live our lives like naive people. Women who do this, they live with your head in the clouds. I'm sorry. In a perfect world, yes, your man is make all the money, you stay home with the babies, you run the household, blah, blah, blah. But life doesn't always work like that. That man can wake up one day and decide he don't want to be with you no more. Or he can lose that job. Life has so many curveballs and we always need to be ready and be prepared for it. And why is it it's always women who feel the need to give up, their whole life for a man? You don't see men sacrifice in relationships the way that women do. I feel like women almost become stupid in relationships because you will never see a man get married and give up his nice career to stay at home and be with the children or the babies or to run the household. And a lot of women have been brainwashed to believe that women are nurturers. We feel better when we are. No. You can nurture and do all that other crap and still have a thriving career and still have a job. My mom is my hero. My mom has 7 children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? My mom never at one point was like, there's a lot of kids. Let me just quit my job and just stay at home because we're gonna watch these kids. Nah. We had nannies. My mom had a full-time job, and my mom had several side hustles. My mom was running like 2, 3 businesses with 7 children and a full-time job. It's from my mother that I learned that a woman is not just supposed to be just all these cliche things that lazy women think that's what womanhood is about, just staying home and taking care of your children. We always quote the Proverbs 31 woman. There's nowhere there where it just said that all her job is to, take care of her household. That woman had businesses. She made money moves. In this generation of women empowerment, there are some women who still have this backward mentality that you should give up your career for a man. Are you mad? It's harsh for me to say, but you must be mad. In this day and age where women are thriving, so many opportunities, and you want to just be someone's wife. Please. You were made for more. You were created for more. Never be financially dependent on a man. Never in your life be financially dependent on a man. It sounds cute and it sounds empowering and it sounds sweet. But when reality hits you and you're in that place where you need your money and you cannot for some reason get it from your husband, that's when you realize that it was stupid of you to take all your eggs and put it in his basket and hope that he's gonna do right by you one day. Don't quit your job, man. Work that job and bring money in. You get more respect from your man. You won't feel trapped. You won't feel like a child asking for money from your dad because you got your own money. Gone are the days where all the woman's job was to be a wife and mother. Okay? You're a strong woman. You're a boss woman. You can do it all. So sis, get up and do it. Anyway, thanks y'all for watching my video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And share it with your friends. And I'll see y'all next time.